Hello, good day to all my Form 4 students. Today we are going to continue on the chapter Chemical Formulae and Equations Part 4, where in this chapter teacher will discuss about how to connect and how to relate the term mole with mass of the substance. Now, this is where students can come into the understanding how mole can be related with a mass of substance, because we know that mass of an atom or a molecule is too small to be calculated as a gram or kg unit. So that is where mole comes into the picture. Thanks to the presence and thanks to the usage of mole, now we can relate a mass or relative atomic mass of an atom, which have teacher discussed in part 1 of our video. So now you can relate relative atomic mass of a molecule or element or a compound with a mass. So now students can relate how relate atomic mass of a substance can be related using the term or unit gram and so forth. Now let's start. How does mole helps in mass of substance? So usage of mole changes the mass of an element or substance in the unit gram. So that is the reason why it is important for students to know that mass of an atom, thanks to mole, can be converted into gram unit. Now in this, you must understand the meaning of molar mass. Meaning of molar mass is when a substance is hit 1 mole. So that is the mass, 1 mole of substance in gram. Okay, so 1 mole of substance in gram is called the molar mass. Now let me explain further. For instance, just say element X has the relative atomic mass of 16. This shows that we can happily convert the relative atomic mass into molar mass, where molar mass for element X will be 16 gram per mole. Okay, so teacher repeat. So mole and molar mass helps us to convert the mass of an element, atom or a compound. Okay, in the unit, we can say now the mass in the unit of gram. So in order to do this, we must know the meaning of molar mass, where molar mass is 1 mole of any substance, named element or compound, in the unit of gram. Okay, in the unit, using the unit of gram. Now this is element. Now allow me to give students explanation and example on a compound. For instance, just say molecule NH3 ammonia, where nitrogen 14, hydrogen, the relative atomic mass for nitrogen is 14, hydrogen is 1. Now, in order for students to find the molar mass, the first rule that you have to do, the first step is find relative molecular mass, where NH3 is equivalent to, or we can do like this, NH3 17 plus 3 atoms of hydrogen. Teacher have explained on how to calculate relative atomic mass and relative molecular mass in our part 1 video. So students can go to part 1 video and have a look at it. Okay, now so let's go to, so first thing that you have to do is find the RMM, relative molecular mass, which is 14 plus 3 atoms of hydrogen. Why? Because you have 3 atoms of hydrogen. So the relative molecular mass of nitrogen will be 17. Now next question, how would we convert this relative molecular mass of 17 into gram. So this is where the molar mass come in the picture. So this shows that molar mass equivalent to 17 gram per mole. Now for your further understanding, allow me to put it in this way, which is when you convert molar mass is equivalent to 17 gram per mole. This shows that in order for me to get 1 mole, I must weigh 17 gram of ammonia. That is the meaning. For instance, what do we mean by 100 kilometer per hour? This shows that the vehicle has travelled 100 kilometer, will travel 100 kilometer in 1 hour. That is the meaning. So, use that to help you to convert this, which is molar mass is given, but please remember for compound, you have to calculate the relative molecular mass. If element, that's a different story. But for molecule or compound, students have to calculate the relative molecular mass first. Only then determine the molar mass. Now, let's go to, now what does molar mass mean? That means we just interpret in an easier way. So, when teachers say the molar mass of ammonia is 17 gram per mole, we know that 1 mole, in order for me to bring 1 mole of ammonia, I must have the mass of ammonia 17 gram. Now, if I don't want 1 mole, I want 0.5 mole. Okay, if 0.5 mole, it is going to be 8.5 gram. Now, I don't want 0.5 mole, I want 0.1 mole. So, that means you will bring for me 1.7 gram of ammonia. So, that is the meaning of molar mass. So, now, I hope students can understand how do we convert the relative atomic mass. Because I know in part 1, I was telling about relative atomic mass, relative molecular mass, but I did not use the term gram or kg or any type of unit. Now, thanks to mole, thanks to molar mass, we can relate the mass of an atom in the form of gram. Now, let's discuss few examples. Okay, so few examples on how to calculate molar using molar mass, how to calculate mole using molar mass. For instance, teacher straight away give you example of a molecule. Alright, now can we see now you are required to calculate the mole of 32 gram of oxygen. Now you are given copper 64 relative atomic mass, oxygen 16. Okay, so you're given, okay, so now that is the reason why the first step will be finding the RMM of oxygen. Why? Because we know oxygen molecule is a compound. So you have to find the RMM. So which is 16 plus 16 equivalent to 32. Now look at this. Once you get the RMM, you convert into molar mass. So molar mass equivalent to 32 gram per mole. And you see, thanks to molar mass, we managed to convert the mole. Okay, so the mass of an atom into gram now. Okay, now, so we have given you 32. That means this shows that in order for you to get 1 mole, you must bring for me 32 gram of oxygen. So can we see I have 32 gram of oxygen. That means the mole of 32 gram oxygen is equals to 1 mole. This is the answer. Okay, so see how you can calculate this. Now let's go to second example. Okay, so this is going to be a bit tougher. Now, so let's go to 8 gram of copper 2 oxide, substance called copper 2 oxide. Now, let's determine the RMM, relative molecular mass of copper 2 oxide 64 plus 16, which is equivalent to 80. Now, after student get the 80, you can happily change this into molar mass thanks to the presence of molar mass. Now, so molar mass equivalent to 80 gram per mole. That means, what does it mean? In order for me to get 1 mole, I must weigh 80 grams of copper 2 oxide. Meaning, in order, thanks to molar mass, this shows me that in order for me to get 1 mole, we must have 80 grams of copper 2 oxide. But unfortunately, we only have 8 grams. So we only have 8 grams. So we can say that we only have 0.1 mole. Okay, so this is the answer. So that means 8 grams of copper 2 oxide is 0.1 mole. So you do the calculation. Okay, try more calculations like this at home. But based on this teacher's explanation, I hope students can understand. Now, let's go to second example. Okay, where we are going to relate. Okay, dear students, teacher have covered mole of substance. I have covered mole of substance with particles. I have covered mole of substance with volume. I have covered mole of substance with mass. Now, let's look at how do we combine all these. Okay, all the knowledge of part 2, part 3 and our part 4 video now to calculate a certain example of question. Now, let's go to calculate the below. The mole of 4.4 gram. Okay, so please understand 4.4 gram shows mass. That means we are here. We have to use that. So this is the reason why. But since carbon dioxide, okay, let's calculate here. Carbon dioxide is the molecule. We must calculate the RMM of carbon dioxide, which is carbon dioxide, the molecule is 44. Okay, sorry, the RMM of carbon dioxide is 44. So please do your calculation, own calculation. So RMM of carbon dioxide is 44. This shows that molar mass equivalent to 44 gram per mole. Okay, 44 gram. Since the RMM, relative molecular mass of carbon dioxide is 44, this shows that the molar mass of carbon dioxide is 44 gram per mole. So, let's look at this. Here, in order for you to get 1 mole, you must bring for teacher 44 gram of carbon dioxide. But unfortunately, you only have 4.4 gram. Okay, so this means that the amount of mole in 4.4 gram of carbon dioxide is 0.1 mole. Okay, 0.1 mole. Now, please remember, once you get the mole, once you manage to calculate, once students manage to calculate the mole, you can use the information about the mole to calculate the next 3 questions. Now, let's go to calculate the volume of carbon dioxide at RTP. RTP, in our previous video, we said that RTP is 24 dm cube per mole. Okay, so this shows that in order to get 1 mole, we must have 24 dm cube of carbon dioxide gas. But here we only have 0.1 mole. So 0.1 mole. So this shows that the volume, okay, let's calculate like this. So volume equals to 0.1 mole times 24 dm cube per mole. So that is the reason why the answer will be 2.4 dm cube for carbon dioxide. This shows that 0.1 mole of carbon dioxide occupies 22.4 dm cube of volume. Now, let's move on to next example. Okay, so let me do the calculation here. Okay, so let's, for this question, teacher do the calculation here. Okay, now let's move on to next example. Calculate the amount of carbon dioxide particles. Okay, but here, let's say we assume, okay, sorry, teacher did not write this. Let's say we assume molecule. Okay, so molecule. Now, what does the Avogadro constant say? In order for you to have 1 mole, you must have 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 particles. maybe atom, maybe molecule, maybe ion. But here we know that carbon dioxide is a molecule. So obviously the question is asking about molecule. Now let's go to here. From this question we know that we have calculated 0.1 mole. Thus 0.1 mole is equivalent to 6.02 times 10 to the power of 22. So please work this out in your calculators. Okay, so dear students, please work this out in your calculator. Make sure you know how to type the indices and all that. Right? Okay, now so 0.1 mole is equivalent to 6.02 times 10 to the power of 22 carbon dioxide molecule. Okay, so teacher would like to repeat this example. Okay, second example, we are going to combine all that you have learned regarding particles, how to combine mole and particles, how to combine volume of gas and mole, and how to combine mole and the mass of substances. Now look at this question. Calculate 4.4 gram, the mole of 4.4 gram of carbon dioxide. So you have to count the relative molecular mass, then relate it to molar mass, which is once you get the relative molecular mass of 44, this shows that molar mass is 44 gram per mole. That means in order for me to bring 1 mole, I must have 44 gram. But in this question, we only have 4.4 grams. So how many mole? This shows that calculation shows that we have only 0.1 mole available for 4.4 gram of carbon dioxide. Now, thanks to information about the mole, students can find the volume of carbon dioxide at RTP. So please remember RTP, our previous video, RTP is 24 dm cube per mole. So same goes in order per mole. Since you have per mole, this shows that in order for you to get 1 mole, you must occupy 24 dm cube volume. But unfortunately, this question only has 0.1 mole. So you just times it. 0.5 mole times 24 dm cube per mole, where can you see the mole gets cut off. Okay, so what is left is the volume. Okay, what is left is the volume. Now let's move on to how to calculate. Thanks to the information regarding the mole, students can calculate the amount of particles. Where what does Avogadro constant say? In order to get 1 mole, we must have 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 particles. Might be atom, might be molecule, might be atom, molecule or ions. But this is where students must know carbon dioxide is a molecule. Okay, it's a molecule. So this shows that they are asking about molecule. So what you can do is, in order for you to hit 1 mole, you must have 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 carbon dioxide molecule. That's what they mean. Now, since thanks to this calculation, we know that we don't have 1 mole. We only have 0.1 mole. So 0.1 mole. So please use your calculators. Okay. 0.1 mole is equivalent to 6.02 times 10 to the power of 22 carbon dioxide molecules. Must have the word molecules. Please remember that when you are doing calculation or calculating regarding the amount of particles, answer for this amount of particles must end with either atom, ion or molecule. Okay, atom or ion or molecule. Okay, so this is how you should present your answer. I hope students can understand what I have explained regarding mole and mass of substances. We are going to meet in our next video. Okay, next video teacher will explain more on how to combine all these calculations. Okay, so I hope students can understand. Till then, see you all in next video. Thank you for watching. Take care.